Hey crypto kids, and welcome back to another video. Today we have multiple topics to discuss. I will get to orange juice. This is just bonkers, right? But we gotta first talk about Bitcoin because Bitcoin is forming this particular pattern on the 1 hourly time frame. And once we zoom out onto, let's say, the daily time frame, we have something else going on as well. So that's gonna be the first topic that we discuss about. Now, the second topic that we will discuss will be Ethereum because Ethereum had two BlackRock. Well, we had two spot ETF applications. One was through BlackRock and the other one was through Fidelity, but the price did not get impacted the way that we would have wanted to. So this is actually a more important topic than you would assume because it links back to Bitcoin's overall price. So do stay tuned for this one. Now, on top of this, we will briefly discuss Wyckoff. Doge is seeing a massive breakout from this triangle that I've been mentioning on my past couple of videos, and this could potentially be a nice time to enter. And if so, where should we put our potential take profits and stop losses, etc. I will get onto this as well. And of course, finally, we'll talk about orange juice and the current situation going on with OpenAI and Sam Altman. Now, for the guys that don't know what is going on, there has been, well, the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, has been fired from the company. So that is going to be an interesting topic to discuss about. The entire tech world is shaking right now. This is pretty recent news, so I will briefly dabble into that too. But ladies and gents, without further ado, I'm CryptoKid. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash up the like button. It would mean the world to me. And as always, let me get my like. So where was it? So if I go to the camera, reactions, then if I do this, guys, smash up the like button. It would mean the world. Guys, let's jump into the video without further ado because, yeah, that's enough talk. Now, first thing is first, let's discuss Bitcoin. But if you are looking for a place to be trading Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, you can head over to the description below and sign up to Bitflex using this link here because it will give you a potential chance to win 1,000 USDT. And this offer is still valid for another 12 days and 23 hours. And it's something that you do not want to miss because it takes around 20 seconds to sign up, and all you got to do is deposit 50 USDT and make one trade on their derivatives platform to be eligible to potentially win the $1,000 prize. So looking at Bitcoin, now on the daily time frame, we're forming this ascending channel on the daily time frame. You can even call it an ascending broadening channel, and ascending broadening channels usually tend to break towards the downside. So I'm not overall pretty bullish on Bitcoin because I'm going to link back to it in the Ethereum chart. So again, stay tuned for that. It will be very, very important. However, it's something that I don't do a lot on the channel anymore, but I do want to zoom in to the 1 hourly time frame. On the 1 hourly time frame, we're seeing an ascending channel, which is usually bullish. So let's see what this, this could be a potential trade opportunity for us. Now, if we measure the height for this ascending triangle here and put it above the final breakout zone, we have a bullish target of about $37,700, and it is a potential trade that you guys can take, and you could do it like so. So I always like to have my personal risk to reward ratio at least 2 to 1, and that's why I choose my stop losses, right? So over here we actually have a 5 to 1 risk to reward ratio, which is not bad whatsoever, and I'm just putting it below the support of the ascending triangle. So this would give you an unleveraged 2.86% trade if you wanted to take it, and again, if you do it on Bitflex by depositing just 50 USDT, you can get the chance to win the $1,000 prize, right? But it's not a trade that I'm personally going to take. Why? Because I'm a bit bearish at the moment, and as you guys know, I have many limit orders between the $31,000 and $32,500 range on Bitcoin because I'm expecting that drawback towards the downside. Now, explaining that in a little bit more detail. So Ethereum, as you guys know, we had the Ethereum BlackRock Spot ETF application right on this candle over here on the 4 hourly time frame. Then we had the Fidelity Spot ETF application news on this candle as well. So over here, yes, we had a small pump to the $2,088 level, but after that, on the next candle, we dropped literally an amount of 4.3% for Ethereum. Now, if we look at the second ETF application news, yes, we did see a little bit of a bounce, but then again, we continue dropping to a point of around 2.3% towards the downside. Now, why is this bad? This is bad, ladies and gents, because this means that the Ethereum, not Ethereum, but all these spot ETF hype in general is dying away. Because hypothetically, once this news about Ethereum BlackRock spot ETF came out, we should have seen Ethereum see a massive move towards the upside. However, this did not happen. And this is suggesting to us as the traders and investors that this hype is now about to end. Because if we look at the macro time frame for Bitcoin, we can see that all of these pumps and dumps were literally fueled by the exact same news for the past couple of months. And now the market is waiting for this exact news to come out. And when it does, I personally do believe it's going to be a quick buy the rumor, sell the news situation. Yes, we may see maybe a wick, right? That could come to the 43. I don't think it's very likely, but it could be that we come to the 43K level, but then an immediate dump will be imminent. This is my evaluation of how the situation will be from my experience with Bitcoin and these type of news events. But an ETF, it's something that a spot ETF by a guy like BlackRock hasn't been something that we've seen like at all, right? So it's very hard to give a judgment on what could potentially happen, but these are my general thoughts on what I believe could be the scenario. Now, looking at Dogecoin very quickly, Dogecoin is now breaking out of this massive triangle that we've been having on the weekly time frame, and it could be a good spot to enter a long position for Dogecoin. I'm a massive believer in Doge. Personally, I mean, I think it's the only altcoin that could potentially do well. I know that's a bit that's one hell of a statement, but I don't know. I just really believe in it because of Elon Musk, and he's mentioned multiple times that he's going to continue supporting it. And X has a mission to become a finance app within a duration of a year, right? And the easiest way to do this, if you check back on the previous videos, even ChatGPT itself said by the integration of cryptocurrencies. And what cryptocurrency do we know that Elon has integrated already into his businesses? Well, Dogecoin, ladies and gents. That's why I am pretty bullish on Doge. And this triangle has a target of literally 0.7. So we have 70-cent target for Dogecoin if we see this breakout follow through. And again, this could be an interesting trade to take. And with a very tight, well, it's a weekly, it's like going to be a swing trade position, right? So you could actually potentially make 870% with this trade and have a never-ending stop loss. I don't know why it does that. We see this bug a lot with TradingView, but you could potentially put your stop loss just at the support or below the support here and do a non-leverage trade. But it's up to you, right? I wouldn't personally use leverage with this trade at all because again, it's a very macro time frame trade and it's one that requires a lot of patience. Now, jumping into this news regarding the Sam Altman's firing. So OpenAI released a statement saying that Mr. Altman's departure follows a deliberative review process by the board, which concluded that he was not consistently candid in his communications with the board, hindering its ability to exercise its responsibilities. The board no longer has confidence in his ability to continue leading OpenAI. Now, this is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, this was his response. He has multiple responses. He said that, I love my time at OpenAI, etc. And then he said that today was a very weird experience in many ways, and he compared the situation to a eulogy. But while you're still alive, and a eulogy is what is said, what is spoken about you after your death, right? So it's just super interesting. And you know what it's reminding me of? It's reminding me of Steve Jobs being fired from Apple, right? And he always talked about him being fired from Apple as the best thing that ever happened to him. So this is what's reminding me of. And I really do, even though we have our differences with WorldCoin, which by the way dropped around 17% after the news. I think that he is a genius and he's created probably the most impressive technology of the previous 2 decades at least. And yeah, I think he's going to have a very big comeback. And speaking about comebacks, this is also what he shared this morning. He said, if I start going off, the OpenAI board should go after me and for the full value of my shares, right? And then Mr. Beast is like, this is a better cliffhanger than any show I've ever watched. I give anything to know what happened. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And the entire tech world is right now shaking. I mean, look at this. So it's pretty funny because NVIDIA in this situation, well, everybody needs NVIDIA to create the chips, right? So they don't really care about what's going on. And it is pretty funny. Now, looking at Elon Musk and how Elon Musk is taking advantage of this, well, Premium Plus members will give you access to his new AI, Grok, right? Which is pretty impressive. It's got its own sense of humor, and it has real-time news updates given from the data shared on X within itself. So maybe he is leveraging this to gain a bit more of the market share from ChatGPT users that are no longer going to use it. So yeah, it's pretty genius and it has worked out to his way. Guys, the final thing to discuss on today's video, orange juice has made a new all-time high. This is absolutely bonkers, and some new research that I've done on orange juice states that orange juice was actually first started to be consumed in the 17th century in England, right? So before the 17th century, people didn't even drink orange juice, and it was highly commercialized, including in the Western world, in the mid 20th century. So before the 1900s, rarely anyone decided to drink orange juice, which is pretty funny, but this is absolutely crazy. I mean, literally, orange juice would have been a better investment than Bitcoin. We've risen by over 350% over a period of 3 years, which is, again, mind-blowing. It's absolutely crazy. And let's end it off there. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this amazing video. If you did, again, make sure to smash up the like button. Guys, have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you all very soon on the channel. Take care, guys, and bye-bye.